Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Elin. I want to take a moment to thank you all first for watching and continuing to support the channel, especially with comments, likes, anything like that. I really do appreciate it. I take the time to read those that come through, and the thing is that this is being recorded before episode 1's coming up onto the YouTube everything, so I apologize if there's some stuff you've told me to do or some mispronunciations like Loitel or something. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I'll get that fixed in the next video, hopefully. But regardless, we're here today. I've done a little bit off camera. I've built as per requested. I've built a hoe, and I've built... What is that thing doing? Oh, I need to actually click back on the main window here. I have a shovel. I have a hoe. And with those powers combined, we're going to start doing some farming to work on the fact that we don't have any food. I also have some soil that I need to get. I don't remember if that was a quest I got on camera or off camera, but it's pretty easy to find soil, as we've already seen. Also, I was torn about trying to make the boomerang work or not make the boomerang work. I think that it's called the boomerang is hilarious enough that one of our long-term goals is to turn this into a menace. Unfortunately, the problem with that is to increase the weight, we're going to have to use a lot of cursed scrolls of flying. I don't know if there's a better way to do that. But I think with an item that's called the boomerang, it's going to be worth the effort. It's going to be expensive, but honestly, eventually, money's not going to be an object here. So we have, for farming-wise, first off, we have just our home summary. Our fertility is not the best. I didn't do the weeding off camera just because I wanted to just realize, you know what, we're going to have to fight with that challenge too. And if we look at the resident board here, oh my gosh, we actually have a hunting egret. That's kind of amazing. Oh man, you're there for 5 days. I almost want to get that. But we do actually have Aramoff the farmer who's here for one more day. I know I was saying before that farming and gardening, it's not like vital, you don't have to have it. But considering it's here at the same time, although I'm very interested in Seminor, the apprentice trader who is addicted to gachapons and also cleaning for work, because this wizard could actually be, trader, could actually be a good companion to go along with. But we're going to get the farmer, we're going to be responsible. We're already crowded here, so we don't want to necessarily have more people following us around, but I do want to get one more gold bar because I really think this bird priest, leave me alone. I love it. And we leave. But we have 5 days to get another gold bar. I am sure that I can make that happen. So let's see. We've hired our farmer. Let's talk to the farmer. Oh, I'm flattered, darling. Well, excuse me. Hello with your strange mustache. I could have him join me in the party, but my hobby is gardening. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that talking to him made him like me a little bit less. So that's definitely a plus. Good show. I got to make him a bed. But first and foremost, let's see if we can find Lazy Bones here. Last time we looked for Loitel, this is not the screen I want. Last time we looked for Loitel, Frontier Inspector, he was asleep. Oh, good. He's awake now. Let's actually, okay, I'm trying to middle click. Let's talk. Well done. These are a fine hoe and shovel. So he tells you kind of how to do stuff like that. And then there should be a quest. I don't know if it's going to necessarily pop onto the board right now, but it'll pop up pretty soon, where he tries to teach us how to farm, but we're going to jump the shark here and go ahead and start farming. I'm not going to do a full 5x5 plot right now because I just don't have... Honestly, I don't have that much mushroom seeds, but I also do not have that much stamina to play with. So we're just going to till our field just a little bit here. I always forget what the hotkey is to switch between those. I feel like I should know. Now that I've said it, someone's going to tell me in the comments. I just don't feel like looking. And it's not too big of a deal. I just try to make my second bar more for stuff that I don't need all the time. Like I need to build a hammer eventually, and that'll work out. But how to actually make this guy work for you is... Oh, damn, there's our gold bars. Okay, so see, selling that Blessed Spellbook of Heroes, some of these other things, going into dungeons can give you a lot of goodies. Since the boomerang was made out of grass, I don't know if it would have sold for that much anyway, so why not keep it? So I do need to do a little more weeding just to make sure we're all here, but it doesn't actually look like I have any mushrooms left to actually harvest here. But I can't harvest them yet anyway. There's something else I'm going to build. I just want to... I know there's a lot of things I can get with these gold bars, but... lies, lies. This is all lies. I'm going to like this. Chicken age 2 male. Join us. All right, I'll try my best to not let you down. I need to build some beds. So let's go ahead and give these people some places to sleep first. Makeshift bed. Damn it, I need more leaves. Well, we're going to be getting more leaves here in just a minute anyway. There's some other stuff I got to craft, though, to actually get seeds, specifically the sickle. It has a little golden ticket. That means I haven't actually gotten it yet. So we need to get some stone, get some string, get a stick. Apparently, I have run myself out of all of those. Now, as I go around here weeding just a little bit to get our fertility up, as we have Puppy asleep. I don't know why it has its difficulty listed. That's not very nice, game. We should be able to get some stone out of here. And as we do this last little bit of weeding, it should be all right. We have 2 hungry followers. So here's my plan. I am going to need to get some chunks of soil. And I don't think I can mine this for soil. No, I can't. I had a brain fart previously when I was thinking about this episode, thinking like, yeah, I can just dig this out right here. And no, these are not enemies that are out to kill me. These are the statues that I picked up when dungeoning before in the Nefias. So we're gonna just get our thingies together. This is the riveting commentary I know you're here for. But it is a necessary part of the game, and you can see we got a skill up gathering. And I'm exhausted, so it's already bedtime. And this is what I was saying. I don't want to do too much all at once, because eventually we are going to starve. And starving is not ideal. I kind of don't want to make a sickle with grass branches, but we may have to do it anyway. We don't need junk stones. I guess that's like stones for junk. There's a joke there. Alright, let's just go to sleep. Because the next day... Oh, he picked up a bunch of... So he did drop a bunch of stuff for me. I was wondering where that all went. So now he's going to want me to actually plant some of these things. We're not going to do that yet because it will kill me. But we're going to put up the seeds of the tomato. We're going to put up seeds of the pasture. We have mushroom seeds. It consumes land fertility by 2. And like I said, we're going to play with that in just a minute here. Ugh. Where's my home summary? There we go. So see, fertility 13. So if I plant those 10, that'll knock it down to 3. So we got a little bit of work to do. And so we're not quite going to plant that yet. Let's go ahead. Instead of accidentally dismantling this bed, let's sleep. And let's go do what I need to do. We're hungry now, so this is where we're on a little bit of a clock. I don't have... The important thing about mushrooms is that they give you a way to get baits really easily. Oh, here's our friend. Let's talk to the bird. Do you have any good information for me? Oh, he actually has a request already for ending the craze. Let's see what that is. Oh no, I need an empty bottle. That's great. And there's a time when collecting toaster was all the rage in Meadow. I need 1 unit of toaster. Well, that's too bad. My bird wants a toaster. And I mean, honestly, it's a sickle. We can just put in one of these and call it a day. If it gets to where I can't actually cut stuff, we can always just try again later. Okay. Oh, somebody's doing something there. Something died. Run. It's a new item. It's a sickle. We got a tickle. Wow, that was a very exciting rhyme. I will never do that again. Okay. So let's go get some food. Let's go get some soil. I don't have a bunch of time left. So we can go back into the puppy cave pretty much as many times as I want. And I'm doing auto... Oh, no, I'm doing throw, so we're good. I'm not in here to complete the whole dungeon, as you can see. Our companions are not doing very well health-wise. And we have somebody that's paralyzing up here. Actually, we gotta... Sometimes the dungeon floors literally just have... Ooh, we need to run. Okay. Sometimes the dungeon floors will just be like an open room. Alright. That's good enough. because we're only in here for soil. So let's get down here. We'll kind of do a treasure run on the way out. Okay, again with the getting killed. Could we not? Ice arrow. And I'll tell you know what's going on here. Okay, other than the fact that I probably need to craft some more bandages. Can we gift these to you? I don't want to throw these at her because that'll might kill her. See, look, that's what I was afraid of. Got a little impatient. But those archers can screw you up early. Well, now that we've nearly taken out anything, we did need to go back to town anyway. But yeah, see, we have chunks that we can collect. There's 2 ways to do this. That's the hard way. And these snails. You can start as one of those. Yeah, this is literally just an open floor. I don't know if we can actually collect that mica. No, we can't. So there's a lot of items here, but what we should be able to do is to get some soil out of some of this. Okay, there we go. We have 8 soil in our possession. All right. Anything else we want to collect here? Probably all the potions just for money. Those 2 should be the same kind of potions. We actually need to zappity zap this thing because his arrows aren't going to do shit. All right. And is that a good stone? No, it's not. Oh god, we almost just died to stupidity. Which I guess would just fit with the last episode where I kept constantly getting killed for no great reason. But we're just grabbing a few treasures. It's like a few parting gifts here. I can even grab these mushrooms that are up here. And we have an obsidian big rock. I've never actually seen that before. Something severely wounds me. I just want to farm, you jerk. Get out of here. Alright. I just want to live a peaceful life, and yet I have court jesters attacking me here. So, we didn't make a lot of money. Apparently the junk stones were junk. Can I actually dig this out? No, I can't. I can't say that I've seen obsidian the stone appear here. I wonder if that's just weird luck. I think Outtro died as well. To a crab. There's a joke there. Okay, you are a sheep standing on a treasure chest. Inside this treasure chest is 2 gold bars, a treasure map, an animal bone, and more pants. The irony here is that I got seeds of mushrooms when I actually do kind of need some food. So instead of trying to harvest these... Okay, those birds made me think I had flies on the screen. So we're just going to try to get some mushrooms. Fortunately, unlike the last 4 spawn we have, this one actually does have mushrooms. So I could eat these raw, but I'm going to cook them. And see, some of these animals that are wandering around here, you can Pokemon style throw a ball at them and catch them. I mean, it's a little more boring for here, but it's very important for getting some other rare creature followers later. Shrine for the wheel's very nice. It usually teaches you stuff. I learned how to make a stone wall. Well, cool. I didn't know I couldn't do that. So that's fine. I got enough mushrooms for now. Okay, so we're going to build a farm. You returned somehow, I guess because you ran. Fama's going to get mad at me, but we're also back. We are so back. Let's look at the works board. Okay, so this is one of the little story sequences. Let's go ahead and do that now. What are Ash and Fama talking about? ... Remember, they were on a journey before. What's the serious face, both of you? It's not good to hold in stress. Why don't you learn from me and enjoy the tranquil and magnificent nature of this meadow? Ha, that's what he says. Ah, Outtro, good timing. Actually, I just received this letter from Mysilia. A letter, huh? Let's have a look. Dear Outtro, regrettably, your passionately collected rare flowers, especially the Phantom Azure Tulip, have been appraised as fake. The funds you invested are irretrievable, and it has been discovered that this flower is prohibited from cultivation in Mysilia. As it was displayed on Royal Memorial Day by the royal family, you're being charged for severely damaging the royal honor, resulting in a debt of 20 million orens. Ha 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 ha. It's a challenging situation, sir, but we hope you will overcome this adversity and regain your glory. Sincerely, this jerk. The Bureau. Dot, dot, dot. So this means I'm bankrupt and saddled with a colossal debt of 20 million orns? Yep, it seems so. I'd like to see this fake tulip once we're back in Mysilia. Okay. This is a situation, understand, Fisban? It's fortunate that I was here in this meadow when such an absurd tragedy struck. Had I been in Mysilia, I would have been in prison for a crime I didn't commit. Alright, let's turn this land into a bustling city of gold and pay off the debt no matter what. Do not worry, with my wisdom and experience, I am certain to overcome this hardship. So he's asking me to pay his debt. A phantom azure tulip. Don't you find such a flower suspicious? My head hurts. I need to rest now. 20 million orns, that's enough to buy a small town easily. Knowing Lloydtel, he'll find a way to handle it, probably, so he needs to sleep. Like many of these farmer live-a-life games, you, what's the word for it? You get saddled with some kind of Tom Nook, you have to pay all these bills. It's a good time. Oh, that was the problem this whole time. Little dog puppy was the one that had the quest here. And you, I feel kind of dumb. Yeah, you just click on that. So, a dream home. You need all the soil. Is everything with what you ask? I have the stuff. 8 soil. So, I put all of the soil on the dog that's on my bed. Cool. Okay. We're good. Hey, have you ever heard of influence? When you complete quests, you get influence. Yep, we talked about that before. Influence is very important. Alright, so we have a bunch of hungry companions. We have a doggy soil quest that's been turned in. You know, I was saying I need cursed levitate things to fix the boomerang, but we're going to deal with that later. Bone amulet gives nether resistance. I don't really care about that right now. Scroll of earthquake. It's probably going to sell for more money. Cursed rod of firebolt. That's fine. You know what? I just remembered. We have a cursed grass shirt. One of the things I need is a scroll of uncurse. That's a scroll of summon, or that's a rod of summon animal. That'll sell for a bit. We're going to hold on to that treasure map. More junk stones. Potion of slow and silence is fine. 2 acid-proof liquids could be good later. Hemp girdle. We get underpants finally, and these underpants have physical defense. Thank you. So see, not all is waste. Blessed pair of grass shoes. That's fine. So every little bit of armor counts. We need 5 platinum coins for stuff too. So we have 3 mushrooms right now, which is not the right amount of mushrooms, but it probably is enough here where if we go down to the fireplace... Okay, it's not going to let me make anything with the mushrooms here. I hate not remembering certain things, but it's fine. What we're going to do is just... You get a mushroom, and you get a mushroom, and I get to eat a mushroom. And these are not the ones that make you trip out. So don't worry, those are in the game too. So all we got to do for farming, there's really 2 things. You plant the seeds. The great thing about mushrooms is that they don't require light, and they don't require watering. And if you want to have your town automatically start working on building and unbuilding this stuff, well, there is a sign for that. In fact, I think I need to still build the signboard workshop. Yes, I do. All right, so we have sticks. We can get string. We can get planks. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 sticks. And let's do these planks as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone's tending to their weapons. It's all well and good. Because unfortunately I don't have... there's some stuff that I'm still missing for being able to do everything I need to do. But for now, I have a lot of items here that are going to need to be identified. Let's go ahead and sort this again. Put up the treasure map. I thought I had more bandages somewhere. Oh, they're in my hotbar. Silly me. Okay. I'm actually going to wait on that scroll of identify. I'll see kind of what works through here first. So put these up, put these up, put those up. Focus on one thing at a time. So those will eventually grow into more mushrooms, and we'll be able to turn those mushrooms. If we look back over here at the home summary, we're still at 12 fertility, so we're doing okay. What that means is that I am not too far from being able to build a sign outpost. We should actually be able to get the right amount of string together. Maybe. Maybe I have to go to another area in a little bit, but we can also get some blueberries. We may have some creme that's available here. Yeah, that's the stuff that our buddy got drunk on before. Yeah, we'll fix the food scarcity situation here in just a little bit. For now, we're about to fall asleep, and by the time we wake up, hopefully the farming will have paid off. Let's see. And that's the Nefia is all resetting. That's what that earthquake is for. Signboard workshop, we just need 2 string. Can only build 1. So yeah, we gotta go off into the wilderness here. So I won't build a signboard just yet, but I'll do that before we go to pay our taxes. Okay. So the blood's finally cleaned up somehow. We still need to make beds for people. It's going to be a good day. So the blueberries are actually not bad to eat. I can make some good food with this. I can actually plant a creme, probably. Requires fertility of 1. Would help if I actually grabbed it. Now, these don't necessarily need to be watered, but they do need sunlight. So let's go ahead and we can make some roasted fruit here. Get a little bit of a bonus for... Oh, we can't do that with creme. Interesting. Well, let's eat this for me. Give our friends... Well, I don't know. I don't know where my inventory is at all now. I'm just going crazy at this point. You'd think I would know how to read a screen when I'm playing a game, but you would be mistaken. So we're just going to wander back into... the really nice thing about this game, again, is that you can just... If you have problems, you can usually fix them by going into a tile and seeing what there is to find or fight. Usually there's going to be some kind of food around here, like eggs and bacon and books. Always books. And floating eyeballs, which you can cook and make into food. I guess I'll show you what that does just for entertainment's sake. We've finished our defense training finally. So that's a plus. Oh, that's a treasure chest. Inside the chest is a strange tome. A scale handgun. We are changing our plans in just a minute. That is a huge find. 1d21 damage. The big thing is just going to be getting some more bullets, and I know where to get bullets. Remember when I said this game isn't exactly high fantasy? It's not. We have some very futuristic people that live pretty close to us at the starting position. So it's not going to be the first thing that we do, but it's on our radar. Kind of like getting so excited about the gun, I forgot to get the vines, and something's glowing over here. Okay, apparently whatever was glowing before it turned into meat. It was a rat. Now it's dead. Okay, so once again, okay, neither of you guys are hungry. It's just me that's hungry. Cool. But we can cook the rat. We can eat some more of this. We have 2 rat eggs, in case you all didn't learn in biology how rats are made. And then everybody's just doing their stuff. We can give somebody a gun. That's true. But yeah, our place to go is up here, but we're gonna definitely hold on to that. I'm feeling very interested in how things are gonna go all of a sudden, especially when we have this. Like I said, you normally find like a paper gun or something around here, not something else. So we have eggs of a goat as well. So let's get some new cooking on. Well, meat on a bone is not new cooking. Boiled egg is new cooking though, so you can make these delicious rats and make this delicious goat egg. And this is all just going to be food that we give to our followers. So kind of like in many other games, this is the kind of stuff that dovetails. We have a red mushroom here. This is the one that is occasionally psychedelic. Oh, we have an egg of a duck. That's actually a real thing. Okay, you can buy that in a store. And then we have some white mushrooms. Those are well, let's see. If I'm hungry, let's eat one of these. There we go. I hate playing the game like this, but I want y'all to see it. So we're we're wandering around. Here's Loitel, who is now that thing. Dottie's grown up and changed her hair color. That's our farmer, who's now this. And yeah, if you know where everything is, it's great. Somehow our mushrooms still appear to be mushrooms, though. So that is some new information. Fema is now a slime. Yeah, we're having a good day. So confused and hallucinated, but not for long. Okay, so 12. I think we can dig out just a few more places. Got to watch my stamina. Because as long as we're not hungry, we're going to be able to do some good stuff with this. So, plowing while tripping balls. Our puppy is now a scorpion. That's exciting. Like I said, this is just scratching the surface. This is one of the things that, like, you can plan on in the game and say, okay, if you don't, the first time you don't know what eating certain kinds of mushrooms are going to do, that's on you. But after a little while, you did this to yourself. I don't think planning costs stamina, but if it does, we're going to learn real quick. Planting mushrooms while hallucinating is a fun activity. Ooh, D for all. We don't need to dig that a second time, so yeah, I think we're good. I think nobody's really hungry yet. They will be later on. It's fine. And look, we just finished our bad trip, and now like any bad trip, you just want to go to sleep. Okay, what delicious food do we eat here? Now, like I said, now everybody's hungry. One of the big things about this game is just managing all of these demands. I'm actually going to eat the goat egg. And you rub your stomach with an unsatisfied look and you sigh. That's fine. Ooh, I didn't mean to eat the rat egg, but we're going to give this red mushroom to you. We're going to give rat on the bone to our frontier inspector because, you know, that's what he wants to eat. You can see our sleep actually did not fill up our bar. That's where we need, or did not refill our stamina bar. So that's where we need a little more stuff. But more importantly is that I do have some mushrooms. I have an unwanted fried egg that will probably kill me if I eat it. We don't need too much more tufts of grass. We don't need a chunk of soil. Probably don't need a granite either. So let's go ahead and get all these out of here. I definitely don't need an oak bandage. I could have just given that to a friend. We don't need the seed of creme. That's where it went. We do need some string, though. All right. I think 4 is fine. And if we go over here, wrong place. If we go over here, wrong place. Although there's some stuff here we're going to need a little bit later. Signboard workshop. We only need the 1. It's fine that it uses 2 grass sticks. Uses 7 stamina to get together, which is a little irritating. But once again, okay. Because once we put the signboard place up here, we can actually go ahead and craft a farm sign. It really only takes 1 log. And if you want to get your automated farming started, all you got to do, and this is true for pretty much anything else here in the game, if you want to make something automated, you just essentially, we don't want to throw it down. Okay, for some reason, that's where it wants to put the sign. Then we'll just dig out the rest of these. Unless you have it in an enclosed, like fenced or even walled off space, anything you do is going to be in a 5x5 area here. But since we also have a resident here who is good at hunting, let's double check here. Just look at the resident board one more time. It's always good to double check. So you're a priest, info class, you're a chicken, and you like to hunt. There's actually nothing that you need to do. You also like to blog. You need a computer for that, so tough luck. And once again, not too much money made there. But if we put a sign down for, it should be this way, and you all can laugh at me if I'm just wrong, that there should be a place for, once you're done hunting, that you bring stuff back. But maybe he or she or they will just put it in a shared chest. figure that out later. Okay, it's actually just about to be bedtime, and it's almost tax day too. So let's go ahead. I don't want to use those 4 bones right now, although I could. Gonna just make these instead of tripping out. And you know, I have 2 in inventory, and these are easy to find. Let's just use all my stamina. That's crafting up to 3. I do have some other skills I need to learn right now. My platinum coin situation is good enough to get up there. So we're gonna... Oh boy. Everybody keeps dropping trash. Now there's stuff that you can do with this trash, including some interesting hammer crafting stuff that you can do with trash. And someone has dropped off up to volume 5 of everything, of whatever note that I ignored before. So that's cool. Sleep. We're going to sleep, we're going to fish, we're going to check and see how long it is till the tax man cometh. And then we're, oh, actually I got to turn in. I don't have a little person icon to turn in here because it should just be you. Well done. You can now at least protect yourself. There's much to learn. Pay skill trainers to learn new skills in town, and we got 10 platinum coins. So now we're cooking with gas. And literally when I say cooking with gas, it's going to be cooking with a bonfire. Because I have 11 baits. Let's talk about what's going on next. Is that we don't have the tax bill yet. Technically, it is more efficient if I go over and wait until I get my tax bill before I go pay it and try to get some skills. But we can accelerate that a little bit because there's some skills in the Tinkerer's Town that I wanted to get that I could not get yet. And also, there is another town nearby that we're going to probably have time to go to as well. I want to save some of those coins because I want to go ahead and get the fishing skill. Farming skill would be good to get as well. Farming skill is a little bit more of a walk if I'm remembering right. And it's going to be hilarious when I'm wrong about what skills are where. But it's not that big of a deal because we have, in the next episode coming up, we're going to have kind of a circle of towns to go to. We're going to start kind of expanding the map a little bit. But for now, we have finished fishing. We've fished into the night like any happy person would do. We have hungry companions with nothing to eat but more mushrooms. We do have plenty of stamina, though. So... Oh. You know, I make this mistake a lot. And it's not just an on-camera thing. I walked off from all of my baits, or everything that I caught, and the puppy's like, oh, you left all your fish. I love this. You are the best human. Okay, so gobies are good because they will give you magic as a stat. Mutters, they give strength at least. Goldfish, note that goldfish gives 8 nutrition, so these are not the tiny goldfish. But yeah, we can start to really cycle here and just go through and say, okay, if we want to get some food early, you can always do the mushrooms, plant more mushrooms as long as you are sustaining yourself, and then give everybody some food. So let's eat a goby, and we're going to put the other goby in there as a snack later, as a treat. And I thought I had more, but I don't, so it's fine. So goldfish for you. Probably should have given you the mutter, but we'll save that for just a second. All right. Then, because I have extra stamina and don't really feel like going to sleep, I like keeping my inventory open for this. But once again, we pick up a mushroom seed. Mushroom seed, mushroom seed. Gathering is a natural skill here. So we have 8 seeds. Like I said, we saw last time that this would wither and die if our fertility was terrible. I keep clicking the wrong board. But yeah, fertility 6 is fine. And we do have some more weeding to do as well. So I am up to 15. And let's just collect the remaining mushrooms. Probably with an axe because it's a little bit faster. And then we're just going to plant the things again. And see, our creme bush died. I tried to plant it. I think I messed that up. All right. Well, that's 16 and we have 15 spots. So other than somehow picking up a seed twice, I think we're okay. All right. There we go. Knew something was off. So we have a few mushrooms that we can get. I'm not going to worry about eating them right now, though. it is good to have in hand. We are going to get 3 of these. We have 6 available. And I honestly don't know if there's too much else I need to do right here, right now. We will need to make some of these other things pretty soon. I can make another bed. All right, once again, it's a little silly that I destroyed one of my beds. But we are just going to sleep for now. If we could just assign sleep schedules and have people sleep in cycles, it is fine. What do you mean burnable garbage doesn't sell for anything? Oh, I actually leveled up as well. So we learned what in our sleep? Travel log. You slept, saved. You learned how to make a cobweb. Well, is that out of my butt? That's a joke. All right, so next thing, if we get Dream Waker, you touch a magic source in your dream, so that lets you learn spells in your sleep. Very important. Mushrooms grow super fast. And we're just going to plant you here because apparently that is a berry that's trying to grow. So we don't have a ton of mushroom seeds yet, but if we keep reaping and trying to keep it sustainable, note that we're getting 1 to 2 mushroom seeds each time. So that's a plus. We're up to 15. And then we can just dig out the rest. Nope, not like that. And yeah, there's more that's gonna be important here, because once we level up the town a little bit, I don't want to throw the farm sign. Place the farm sign. I still mess that up plenty of times for some reason. Okay. But we do have mushroom seeds. So far it's all level 1 mushroom seeds, but it's okay. Because now we have 5 baits. We're about to have 5 baits. And marbled meat of a dodo. We actually do want to go ahead and cook that if I can. I'm not sure where that came from. Hopefully it's not from one of the people that died in my base. But that is a very high level food. And honestly, I am going to eat that for myself, as much as it's probably better to give it to the character that I'm training as a tank. One of the important things to remember about eating food and stuff for your companions is that their ability to level up their stats really depends on the bed that they have to sleep in. And right now they don't have much of a bed to sleep in at all. So right now I'm feeding them largely just to make sure they stay fed, which is why I'm just going to fish here, let these seeds grow. I'm more curious to see what that creme does, if anything. I don't have a watering bucket, so... Alright, am I out of baits? Nope. Almost out of baits. We still hear a young dog and a wolf, and we almost ran off without our fish. This is where I need to get the fishing skill. Alright. So 2 more tadpoles. I don't really care what I'm getting. I just care that I get something. 2 bitterlings. 1 of these. Alright, make sure we put them in the cooler box. The first time I was playing through this game, I didn't realize you could carry the cooler box with you. So my inventory management was very different. But it only weighs 3.5 S, whatever S stands for. So is definitely something you can do. Blessed ancient book titled this manuscript. I'm going to hold on to those because we will be wanting to join the, a coven, not coven, but a group that will want me to start translating those later. So we're not going to do that yet. So 16 platinum coins, we're good. Just making sure I hit all my checklist before we have to skedaddle out of town. We have a hungry and a very hungry follower. So you guys each get a tadpole. And I get to eat the real food. And now we're finally going to try to leave. The first time that I tried to make this walk when I was playing this game, I died a bunch. But if I didn't mention it before, within the first 90 days, you can die as many times as you want with no death penalty. So we're going to kind of abuse that a little bit, as you've seen me kind of abuse it before. Okay. I did promise that we would go up to Tinkertown first. That empty bottle was 13 ore, and we have, once again, a bunch of nearby dungeons. That would be really good. But I have other business to attend to. Now we're over here. This is our trainer. It's weird because of my other save. That's what my trainer looks like. All right. Train me. Weightlifting is very important because I get a benefit for every time I go running around over encumbered, which I'm going to be doing that a lot. Regeneration is just good for recovery. Riding will be good later. Technically, I could do it earlier, but we're going to do it later. Anatomy is, you know what? I actually really want the farming and the fishing skills, so we're going to save our platinum coins. But those are two other ones that are flagged. We're going to look over here real quick and see any good works. Sauteed fish, unfortunately, I don't think that's what I'm able to cook here. Nope. It's a skewer of fish. That's not a saute of fish. I could bring him a boiled egg, but I don't really feel like going through the cooking rigmarole here. Let's get 7 more of these. I am not going to death myself this time, but I did get some items here. Include a microchip. Microchip's actually incredibly important, and I'm glad I got that. All right. Want to use a bartender. Should be able to sell these tissues to you. And the scrubbers. I'm sure there's some good reason to keep the scrubbers, but we're not. Alright. So let's go back home. We're hungry. We ate something. Did I not get my tax bill yet? It's not that I'm trying to kill time here. Next tax payment is in 1 day. There's too many plants on the land and the fertility will suffer. That's fine. You know what? I got a minute. Let's just do some town management. And that's one of the issues with raising your fertility back up, is that the game don't care. It'll just be like, hey, you said you wanted plants. Let's get a bunch of plants. But yeah, one of my goals here is obviously to do the stuff that I said before, circling around towns, getting all kinds of skills available. But another important thing I didn't mean to. Okay, that's actually on the border. Almost ran off. Okay. We have little liquid slime meat, which we can cook. And all these little happy flowers and everything. They're nice, but they're sucking up the nutrients from our soil that does affect the rest of our farm. Alright. I don't know if there's too much that I need here. Leaves so I can make another bed. Tufts of grass. I don't really want grass sticks. Don't really want seeds of weed, as fun as that sounds. It's not fun. Don't do it, kids! Alright. You know, that is a nice sidetrack to go into one of the issues that I'm facing in court in North Carolina lately, is that there's a huge run right now on state testing labs. And one of the issues that's coming up with that is counties that continue to prosecute marijuana charges, because THC vape stuff is legal to be used for people over 18 in my state, but actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Actual marijuana is not. But when you do the drug test for them, it's the same thing. So counties that are still charging and saying we're going to prosecute you for this, defense attorney strategy pretty much across the state now is, you know what, that's fine. You want to challenge somebody for marijuana? Let's put it through the state lab, and then you show how beyond a reasonable doubt that someone's been using marijuana instead of just using a THC pen or something like that. It's just a fascinating thing. Ooh, I just threw bandages. Who throws a bandage anyway? Yeah, I think that's not going to grow. Okay, I didn't mean to reap all these seeds. I actually meant to go fishing. I guess that's a sign that I probably just need to get on the ball and go to the next place, because it's really easy. As you can see, the dungeons have cycled again. It's really easy to get in this loop and just not progress the game. Which is okay, because the really nice thing about Elin is that even though I'm on a bit of a clock, I can collect that mushroom, apparently. Okay, I did have one mushroom that I planted over another mushroom. Alright. You guys don't have anything to say. I guess when the sun comes up is when I'll get my tax bill, so... Alright. And then we'll go hit another town. I want to see what this deep scary forest is. Okay, we've got a shrine here. We got a dodo that's friendly. We've got an altar of earth, which I don't want to worship the earth, but that's not a bad place to have. We're not going to fight the little kitties that guard the altar because they're bad. The gnome stole a red mushroom from our little girl, which is mean. And he may actually succeed at running off with it because this is kind of a big field. But yeah, we don't have any food and we're hungry. That's not ideal. Alright. Okay, so we have a little bit of cash. We should have our tax bill by now. Here we go. Only 500 some orens. That's not bad. So we're going to do one last bit of intergalactic fishing, which is also a great game that unfortunately I found to be very difficult to turn into any kind of series here. And you know what? I'm actually not going to fish. I'm just going to plant and carry on. We can just eat mushrooms for a bit. It's a short hike. Just a few days to get to the capital. And there's a lot to do and talk about in the capital. One of which being pay your taxes. But that's what I mean by saying that it's really easy just to get caught in a loop. Say you have your priorities, but I think we're okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat a mushroom. We have another unsatisfying mushroom. We have 3 red mushrooms. I could eat this bitterling. It's still fresh because it's in the fridge. Alright. So drop. Okay, truffles are things that I usually do eat outright because it has learning here, and we're full now, so we don't need to eat anymore. I don't necessarily know if there's penalties, but we certainly don't gain a lot of stuff. So where we need to go, we've been going up here before. There's 2 places I want to go. Apparently one of these is to an altar of the void that is right nearby all of this stuff. So, and once again, we're walking on the road. The game's giving me all kinds of altars, and I really just wanted one of luck. At least to start with, because with luck, it's a lot easier to bring your altar home, which I'll explain that more when we get there eventually. It's kind of the same issue with saying I want to make the boomerang nice and big and weighty, but there's one of our towns we want to go to, Alvina. Other one over here is Mysilia. There is another town further south down here, so we may hit those. We may hit all 3. We'll just see how it goes, but it's crowded. We're walking. Like I said, I've been murdered on that path in the past. There's more stuff over here that we're not doing right now. Yeah, welcome to Castletown. You know what's really awesome about this? I went all the way over here. I said I need to pay my tax bill, and then in very typical fashion, I did not bring my tax bill with me. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. In fact, if I get lucky, I may be able to take that tax bill. Well, no, I probably can't do so good as to be able to take that tax bill with me. But yeah, that's just some silliness here. You always want to check and see what kind of stuff we can do here. Go dig up 34.7 things of crops. That's actually not bad. She'll eat if you prepare mini salad. Are you feeling it? I'm super pumped. Come play some songs. Or Sheba. Kill 5 Sheba. No, thank you. It's danger level 3, which is interesting. But it's 1 star. We'll do that in a second. First things first, let's go up to the trainer. If you're ever confused, I don't necessarily need the trainer here, but we're going to go visit the trainer anyway. Not animal tamer. Ugh, why can't I read? There we go. Because once I get enough food to be able to go back and forth, it's not going to matter as much. But the reason I don't need anything for the trainer is that these are all weapon skills. So I can make my weapons better, but not every class starts off with every weapon available, so that's just there so you know that it's there. Alright, next thing is next. That's water. Yes. We're doing the Helen Keller thing and discovering what water is by signing it into my hands. Okay, innkeeper. Very important to look at their wares because they have travel rations. This is your fast travel food. You don't even need to refrigerate it. All these processed foods you don't necessarily need to refrigerate, but this is where we start getting into how do I keep my people fed. Processed food, I don't really care about the stats as much. I just don't want to have to constantly deal with that right now. Now, the glutamine ramen, on the other hand, it has level 3 magic. So I like that. We're just going to look over here. I just don't want to break the bank. I don't have a ton of money yet. We will be getting a lot of money pretty soon. I could get a whole bag of sugar and do what I did last episode. But yeah, I think between these, and once again, we don't need to keep them in here, but I just kind of like keeping them in there. Suddenly, we're okay. We won't have to worry about food for a while. We have 2 followers that are starving. Eat your veggies. Eat more veggies. They're going to eat for a bit. We're going to go around some towns and get some more travel rations. That's big thing number 1. We already have a baker who's asleep, or a fruit shop salesman that's asleep. I always end up at these towns in like the middle of the night. But yeah, you see, she ate food and gained charisma. That's how that goes. Lecco baguettes, or Licho, probably Lecco, for 85. Chili cookies, that actually is just good. But we're going to get the... We're going to get these for me. And there may be other efficient ways to do this, but this is how I'm doing it here. So I am very curious to hear some other sort of takes on how to handle food. Because honestly, as interesting as survival games can be, the whole you die if you don't eat for a bit can get pretty competitive with some of the other goals that you may have in this game. But let's go ahead, speaking of eating, let's see if we can dig up 34.7 of crops. Now, the challenge here that I always have with this is that we don't have a huge carrying capacity yet. We are constantly getting attacked. Bats are actually pretty annoying. But the weird thing is that we're on a time limit. And if someone can tell me where to find the time limit on here, by all means, let me know. But we did get 2 radishes that weighs 9.3. So we want to dig up the big radishes. And if for some reason I fail, like we had our little girl just die, like now we're burdened with radishes. I just need some big ones here, and we're going to try to walk it back. But one thing I need to do is to actually change my companion settings so they don't run off like that. I'll do that off camera. But let's see. If I turn in all these radishes, yeah, I think we got it. 27, then 6.1. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. So we just need a few tiny radishes, maybe. I'm really going to lose this on like the very last second, because I am 0.8s short. All right. And all this time, can we get here? Can we get here? Okay. 2 emos. Wow, I went the wrong way. So that's what I needed. Alright, so we've delivered more than enough. I don't normally get that much here in general. If I can dig and get some of these to take home with me. So there we go, a sign that says ending soon. But I would love a little timer. See, like we didn't even get that in time. I didn't expect you to return alive. Well, not all of us did. Alright. So, we don't really have any tickets or anything to trade in, so we do have some more platinum coins, though, which is very exciting. Alright, before we go, because we are going to be going here, parting is such sweet sorrow. I want you to identify all of my stuff, 276 orens. May not be worth it, but because some of these are very early game items, but like none of these would identify while we were sitting in here with them. So I can't equip this wooden shirt that strengthens my magic capacity over a cursed grass shirt. Forest breastplate would actually be really good, especially since it lets you digest rotten things, so I can just eat whatever. Stone necklace increases perception by 2, negates paralysis. It's actually not the worst. I don't necessarily want the war sickle, but I can give that to our friend. Let's see here. Makes you a better crafter. So yeah, this is some really good early game shit. I'm going to put that in there too. We're just going to turn that into bait. But one of the things I need is a scroll of uncurse, so I can actually take off what I'm wearing. Because right now if I try to take it off, the cursed grass shirt resists. But these are not the only mages that we'll see. So there's a scroll of curse. There's a scroll of levitate. There's a scroll of uncurse. The fun part is that it doesn't always work. So, death bit. Yeah, see? Oh, a title recommendation for Academy. We don't need that yet, although I can't afford it. But that is what I'm going to need to get later. So if we try to uncurse this... Oh! It actually worked. That doesn't always work first try. Okay, so wooden shirt. Nope. Forest breastplate. Yes, our defenses just got way better. Wooden girdle. It's like a worse hemp girdle. But if we give this to... Okay, we don't want to dig. We want to gift. What are we doing here? Alright. Okay, first off... So I'll make sure I didn't accidentally do the wrong thing here. So we're going to give this to you. He says, but he loves it, so that's cool. Alright. Our other book is another manuscript. I figured it was. That's cool. So we're getting close on time, but I do want to go to one more town. So we are going to go to one more town. We're not even going to buy the travel rations. We're just going to walk on down and get there. Even though we're tired, now we're sleepy. Here's Willow. And then Alvina's the other town we want to go to. Part of this is just knocking out the map, because if you middle click or press X on the controller, I think, you can pull up these fast travel options for required rations and things like that. And these travel rations are very important. So here is... Okay, you're just a mercenary. Where's the town guard? There's a town guard. And where is the trainer? I have a feeling this is not going to give me what I want, but I'm going to train anyway. So casting, investigation, or investing, excuse me. So this isn't really what I need either. Although I could increase things like meditation. I almost said medication again. So yeah, at least we have this area marked off. We have some really easy places too. Monsters currently breeding, and we are offering a reward for their extermination. It'd be really nice if we had our person with us. So let's go. Let's see if we can find the innkeeper real quick. Any day now. That's not what I wanted. I keep clicking the wrong thing. All right, where is? There is no innkeeper. Okay, cool. Oh, we're just gonna do it this way. We got a few more quests here, and since they're here now, we're just going to do them now. So these are the do outside of town. So we have 16 monsters to fight, but they'll also credit you if you do them here. So we get teleported over here with our happy little xylophone music. That puppy's a monster. The goblin's the bigger threat. The goat's a big threat. And you gotta remember, we have boomerang magic. We also have a lot more defense as well, so that's gonna help a bit. This chicken is a threat. We're just saving our magic points for these bad bros that are popping up over here. Oh wow, you actually squeaked to death. Alright. This snail actually might kill my friend, who's not really my friend. Okay, so that is 8 of 9 and 9 of 9. Wow, I actually misclicked like 4 times. Okay, so we get a reward. Get throw 2 boomerangs at it. Now, even if there's not an innkeeper here, there should be a bed that I can sleep in somewhere. There almost always is. Okay, so let's sleep. It is just about end of episode time, I promise. It doesn't always have to be like a specific under an hour, over an hour. I did have that weird blip where I forgot in my brain what I was supposed to be doing, so you can eat your veggies as well. And we're going to try this again. Okay. See if we can do the other quest real quick. Because there is definitely more stuff that we can do here. I just want to go ahead and have everything together. Now, we might lose here because this is a higher level competition, but we're sure going to give it a try. Okay, hello chicken. I technically could be pressing 8 on my keyboard, but it's faster for me to left click. Oh wow, this is a little bit of a problem for you. Who knew pigs were so dangerous? Alright. Yeah, you're dead. Problem is I might be in trouble as well. Let's I don't have a lot of kiting skills, unfortunately. Do I have a scroll of teleport? I do. Alright. 4 mana. Can I do this in 4 mana? That didn't go very well. Alright, boomerang time. Alright, so we completed 1 quest. I'd hate to die and lose it right there. Alright. So the goat's going to be a bit of an issue. The duck we can probably boomerang. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Don't tell me you're running. That's not very goated. Alright. I don't think my field inspector dropped that skin. And sometimes on these maps you can find like rarer stones and stuff, or stuff that's kind of heavy. Doesn't look like we have anything great here, but I am going to need to look out for some stone to increase the level of my pickaxe. But yeah, I think it's going to be enough for me just to surprise that person that I lived. Honestly, I'm a little surprised I lived too. Hey, there we go. And just like that, we have these. And we have 20 platinum coins, which is really good for the skill situation. So how we're going to do it is like this. I've just slept. I think the best course of action is honestly going to be to fast travel back home. And then we can grab our tax bill, go over here, go over there, and do that next. So fast travel back to home, because I don't have to pay the tax bill immediately. I've got some time to make that happen. And look, everybody's okay. Look, friends, we're all here. Look, somebody's been dropping all the garbage. Somebody brought a plate. I know who did that. That's it's our bird friend. Somebody put a garbage bag on the sign. Never change, y'all, but also please fucking change. All right. So I think we're in a good spot here. What I'm going to do next time is exactly what I talked about before. These shirts aren't worth keeping. So we're going to do a little bit more of a tour of the town, get some more skills up before I start going into even more fishing and things like that. But I guess at least for now what I can do is go ahead and make these baits. I cannot make a flower crown. I thought I could for some reason. Barks. Oh, wow. Okay, I need to run in some dungeons and get some more silks too, so that'll be a good task for the days ahead. So I expect that we can route in some dungeoning while we're going around there. I'm actually going to keep the skins because those are necessary crafting materials for other stuff. And this food actually doesn't go bad ever because it's made of jelly, but it doesn't really do much for me just to cook it right now. It's not like it's rare or anything. It's not rare because it doesn't cook. But that'll do it for this one. This is Asher with more Elin. Like I said, it's a game that has a lot going on, but it's also a game where it can be surprisingly easy to find yourself saying, hey, I've played this for like an hour or more. So we have some other coins. I didn't even do anything with those today. They won't get sold if I put them that way, but I was trying to keep these currencies over here. And then we have this book with 3 charges, which means I have 3 cracks at translating it. We have a scale handgun. So definitely one of the things I want to do in the next episode is go north and get that gun skill, because I do not have a gun skill. And being able to get some ammo, possibly even getting some crafting for that ammo, I don't know for sure if I'm going to be able to. Wow. I don't know why I have a basalt stone here, but that cuts the question for can I get a stronger pickaxe in half. Basalt is a 52 hardness versus my current pickaxe, which is 18 hardness. Basalt opens up a lot of things that I can mine. So we're definitely put it down here. Okay, I have my microchip here. That's good. One thing that I can build as well is a practice chest, which unlike this treasure chest that I can't open, I'll eventually be able to get the practice chest to level up my lock picking skills. But of course, we gotta go through that stuff too. So we're gonna be heading north, south, but mostly north, and maybe a little bit west. We got some more shit to do. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I always feel a little bit at the start of these recordings like I'm all over the place. I never even picked up my mailbox, so literally my tax bill is just sitting on the ground. All right. Pay your taxes, turnip boy. You can't evade them by just running around everywhere. But you see I used my 3 travel rations for that too, so a little bit of a waste, but we got cheese bread and veggies and glutamine ramen, because who doesn't like some gluten in their gluten-filled noodles? But that'll do it for this one. I've rambled on way long enough. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. By the time I record the next one, I will have seen the responses for the first one, so by all means, lay into me, and I hope you're having a good time. I highly recommend Elin. It is a very, very good game, and hopefully you have some sense of why it's easy just to keep playing just one more turn or one more to the next thing. But that's all for now. Don't even think I need to do anything off camera. I think we're just going to go straight into the next episode. See you next time.